Before I go, I need to record a voiceover for a documentary I filmed in 2022 at the Edinburgh Fringe. I got permission to film 5 comedians as they did their debut shows that year. Now, why did I do that? Why am I asking you to care? Why am I on stage explaining this? Well, if I can answer that last one first, how about a little bit of pageantry, some artistic flair? To answer the rest of it, I guess, for context, my name's Stuart Laws, I'm a comedian, and I debuted at the Fringe in 2013.
Thank you very much, have a good Fringe, bye-bye.
And I've worked with dozens of comedians in the years since. I also still do shows at the Edinburgh Fringe and can confirm that it's a wild experience of constant performing, high expectations and low, low lows. Late nights and long days, whilst feeling the glare of audiences, colleagues and the wider industry, all combined to turn the Fringe into a tightrope walk of mental health, professional success and alcohol poisoning. And I thought, wouldn't that be interesting to see what that looks like for 5 different comedians? And so if you need the basics, the Edinburgh Fringe is the largest arts festival in the world, and after a 2-year virus break, it returned in 2022 for its 75th festival. 3,500 shows in over 250 venues, 1,400 of them comedy.
Can I take your bag?
Hello, how are you doing?
This is your first time in? First time in Edinburgh.
Bye, next. How are you?
Good. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm very gassy.
So I'm looking at you, not the camera. Fab.
My name is Anthony DeVito. To you. My bad, man.
Everyone tells me I'm supposed to be really excited and pumped and positive.
At this point, Lily, Anthony, Amy, Josh and Sikisa are about to do a month of performing their debut comedy shows. They have each spent north of £8,000 on a combination of accommodation, producers, directors, room costs, marketing, PR and travel. For that outlay, they get the privilege of doing the same show 25 times every day. Not 25 times in a day, 25 times once a day, every day for a month. Now, this is how the majority of professional comedians and household names get started. The Edinburgh Fringe acts as an industry showcase, a chance for a comedian to present themselves to new audiences, agents, TV and radio producers, reviewers, and fellow stand-ups. Careers can take off after a successful Fringe run. Friendships can be forged and lost as comedians run the gauntlet of success and disaster. Everyone is on the hunt for a lucrative 4-star review, a sold-out room, or a famous comedian's recommendation in order to build buzz, having the show that everyone is talking about. Although the real prize is escaping the month with your mental health in anywhere near a positive state.
This is the nature of previews. We have to do loads of them to get ready for Edinburgh.
This has been us. Bye.
I feel like there's a little bit more pressure because I'm not like new to the Fringe or like new to the country and the Fringe or like brand new to comedy, and I'm not 15. Even though I look it.
I've been doing comedy in New York for about 12, 13 years. And then this is my first time at Fringe.
My worry is being criticised for something that I enjoy doing.
I did the Pleasance Reserve in 2019, and the plan was to do my debut straight after that the following year to like kind of ride that wave of people sort of maybe, not really, but maybe knowing who you are a little bit, and then using that as a kind of launching pad.
And then I did the Reserve in 2019. I was gonna debut in 2020, and then I wrote like a proper Edinburgh show of like my sad life. And then I got bored of that, and now I'm just doing basically an hour of club.
Oh, this is like the one place I could do this show in abundance. It could get better at the pace that I wanted to get better at. So it just kind of felt like a no-brainer.
I just love to be able to get so used to doing an hour and feel like I've honed my craft that little bit more, where I can be like, yeah, I'm a comedian. Because I daren't say it to anyone. Do you know when they say, what do you do? Just say like, model. Why are you laughing?
I don't want this to move me backwards.
Do you not feel less pressure because you're already a success?
No, because then I feel like people are going to be like, well, what's the big deal about Sikisa?
Yeah.
Let's go see her show. Oh no, her show is crap.
I'm closing big comedy clubs. So it's like, oh, I kind of realise now, like, that's all working because I'm doing really clubby stuff and I'm good at it. So why would I do the sad stuff when I'm not good at it?
I don't think there's anywhere that I can think of where you're doing like that same hour for like almost 30 days in a row.
I think I'm quite good at pretending like I'm really calm, but actually having a meltdown underneath. And I think that comes from my dancing days of like having this like serene look on my face, even though I'm hating every second of it.
This year's been a very hard year, so like my worry is just like even more. But I think once I get on stage and the music hits and I get on stage in my outfit and stuff like that, I will just be like, fuck it, let's go.
I'd like to have some confidence by the end of the Fringe. And I know people come to the Fringe and they lose their confidence, so I know it's like a real big gamble. But I'd love a bit of confidence.
Now, we can't go too far into this documentary without acknowledging the sponsored cloud hanging over every comedian's head. Every Fringe, there is an Edinburgh Comedy Award that gives out prizes for the best show and the best newcomer, the best debut show. And despite everyone's best protestations that comedy isn't a competition, that there's no way you can judge such a subjective art form, it has become the overarching narrative for producers, agents, promoters, and ultimately comedians. The battle to be nominated for Best Newcomer is for any comedian doing their first solo show, and in an ideal world, it's a chance for an unknown to be propelled into a career of making strangers laugh so as to make someone else proud. The reality is that existing contacts, privilege, and money spent can also be a key contributing factor. When I was eligible for the award in 2013, no one even took a second look at me because I was shit. But I was also doing a second show that year, a play with John Kearns, a fellow comedian and friend. Now, he was performing in a free venue where audiences couldn't buy tickets, they just put cash in a bucket after the show. He started the month without an agent, with one poster and an empty room, but by the end, he had Steve Coogan crammed into a packed audience and John was crowned Best Newcomer. Having spent a pandemic writing and rewriting, previewing and rehearsing their shows, as well as doing the hours of admin required, it's time for the comedians to see their venue and do their first show.
List that I don't know how to keep it in one place. So I'll tell you what I've got. Poppers.
Yeah.
Amy Christine Stella Gledhill. Hull. Squeak.
Where'd that come from?
Oh, can't show you.
Yeah.
Hey! Oh, just lightened and book the mic. I think they're going to fix it now at the break.
Just what I wanted to hear, Morgan.
So, but they'll fix it and you'll smash it.
In Edinburgh, almost any room gets turned into a venue. So there is a nervous tension that you might be in a room with an unstoppable leak or the least comfortable seats ever designed or a strange smell that wafts in throughout the show. The first couple of dates are classed as previews, a chance for the comedian to get used to the venue that they'll be in for the month, work out any tech issues and make last-minute changes to the show.
We got this. We got this.
How you feeling?
Pretty good, you know. There's like definite nerves, but then there's also just like, I don't know. It's whatever it's gonna be. Do you know what I mean? Like where it's just like, yeah, we'll see. I could feel panic right here, and I can even tell in the way that I'm talking. But like, hopefully I just get a couple early laughs, because then that'll do me all right.
Now there I tilted down because I thought the set list was still there, but it looked like I was just tilting down to tits. How you feeling, Lily?
Really periody.
How does performing on your period normally go?
I usually talk about it a lot. And then be like, I should stop mentioning my period.
I wasn't nervous until my college teacher is outside.
What's it like working with Sikisa?
A nightmare, she's awful. Big diva, no joke. She's amazing. Look at this beautiful face. Really confident, really on her stuff.
What's your ideal audience?
Drunk women. Isn't that everyone's?
Wild and crazy, welcome to stage, Josh Jones!
What's up, guys?
good. Did some cleaning, did some cooking, did some washing, and then I started overthinking. And I was like, I'm not funny. The show's not funny. Show doesn't make sense. Then I got in a bit of a panic about the material and that how the jokes weren't hitting or like good. And then had a little meltdown. Messed with some people. Why am I doing this? And then,
Tech issues and a smaller audience made Sikisa's first show difficult. She spent much of the day and the lead up to the second show worrying that that would be how the rest of the month goes. The mindfuck of Edinburgh is the relentlessness of it. Bad show or good show, there's something stressful about to happen to you. I don't want to chip in too much, but to give this part of the Fringe greater context, in 2017, I had my best preview season ever. I did like 10 to 15 previews and every single one was great. I was so excited going up to the Fringe, and then the first 3 dates at the Fringe were some of the quietest audiences I dealt with. I knew I had a big reviewer in the next day, so I spent the entirety of that next day rewriting, restructuring, relearning the show so as to get ready for that reviewer. It paid off. I got a 4-star, right? I'm showing off. But I've also lived with plenty of comedians who have spent 6 hours going on a hike up a mountain to relearn their hastily rewritten show. So this beginning stage of the festival can be quite fraught for a lot of people.
You're right. Well done. And relax.
You smashed it.
No.
Well fucking done. Smashed it.
Well done, my love.
Feeling good?
better?
Yeah, absolutely.
I fucked up a couple bit.
We're far enough into the documentary now to declare some stakes. I've known Lily, Sikisa and Amy for years, and in 2022 I was living with Lily and Josh as well as fellow comedian Esther Manito, and I worked with Sikisa on her show. The only person that I didn't know before was Anthony, and we quickly became good friends. So I had some investment in all of these people's shows. Amy is a unique case because she's actually been nominated for the main comedy award before for her work in a double act with Chris Cantrell called The Delightful Sausage. So now she spends the month doing 2 shows, one eligible for the main award and one for the newcomer. All the acts will be watched by award scouts. They see every show that's eligible and pass recommendations onto the judges to start to draw up a shortlist of nominated comedians. Now, no matter how cool they're playing it, all of them are occasionally thinking about whether they might bag a nomination. Except me, I cannot stress enough how little I thought about being nominated in 2013, doing my 2-star reviewed show in the basement of a cocktail bar halfway out of town. But why do you keep bringing up these awards then, Stuart, if they're not really that significant? I don't know, the industry, that's what's happened. They've become significant.
Yeah, I had a good show. And then it was fun, but then there was like TV producers were in and spoke to me afterwards, who I already knew but I didn't know they was in there. And you know, like, you feel like it went well, but then as soon as you know someone was in the room, you're like, what did I say anything? Like, what was said?
I know I've got a good review because it's on. They stick it on my poster.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want to know how many stars?
Yeah, how many
1,
stars?
2, 3, 4, 5.
5 stars.
Doesn't say how many it's out of, so that could be terrible. It's out of 100.
Are you ready?
Yes.
We'll have to let people in a minute. Sorry, Stuart.
No.
Sorry, Stuart. I'll go do some good comedy.
A really positive review in the first few days can be the spark to get audience and industry attention. The race is on to get a big 4-star review from a big publication and plaster it all over your poster and flyers.
Yeah, I messed up lines. I got things in wrong orders. Then I was thrown off by the tech going wrong. So this wasn't a good show, and I had a couple people in. And then I found out I had some reviews, and I was like, oh, these reviews are going to be shitty. No, I came in here, like I said before, like everywhere. Like I'm like, all the like the books, the magazines and stuff like that. And it is a bit of pressure to be like someone who's been recommended to like for the Fringe, and then you don't put on a good show. For me, it doesn't read well because it talks about me having more personality than material, and that some bits are undercooked, which is
Hard because it's really my makeup. Because I wanted to come up here and prove that I wasn't just personality. So it's kind of difficult to hear or like read. So yeah.
And I get that it's a lot to have someone crying this early on in a documentary, you know, that's a lot to take on. And I thought loads about whether I should do something fancy, like structurally with the documentary, you know, like have stuff from the end at the beginning and play with time and be like, oh, wow, it's all like a bit of a mindfuck. But then I realized that the Fringe is a roller coaster for performers, and just literally showing it sequentially does it more justice than any sort of fancy editing that I could do. It did, I guess, make my job easier. I didn't have to play around with time.
Didn't bring my makeup with me. I'm going to kill you, Stuart Lord.
And there's a huge pressure to feel like your show has momentum early on. That usually involves getting on the sold-out boards at venues multiple times, getting that 4 or 5 star review, or having an influential comedian or industry professional see the show and get the word-of-mouth buzz building. Comedians will also perform shorter sets at other shows at the festival to then be able to promote their solo show at the end. After this particular show, Sikisa handed out flyers and then opened up a copy of The Scotsman, a leading publication for reviews of Edinburgh Fringe shows.
Hello, there I am. Yeah. It says 4 stars.
You're not smiling.
I'm smiling on the inside. I've had a rough day today.
Yeah.
Because I think I just sold out a show.
That's great, right?
Yeah. So if that's the case, then 2 out of my 3 achievements have been achieved with the Fringe.
What are the 2 out of 3?
4-star review, sold out show, #GSD.
A week in and people are starting to feel the pressure in exciting new ways. I asked them to join me at a bar for a drink and a catch-up.
Just neck. I think that the first few days it was such a relief of the fact, like all the build up to it over the last 2 years that we've all had of like the anticipation of doing it. I think I was just relieved, and now I just feel anxious.
I feel slightly anxious because I've had no more reviews come out.
But also, like, we've all had enough reviews now, and like, just getting a couple of 4s should chill you out. And it's like, realistically, like, we've had reviews, 4-star reviews, and all of us have been selling well. So, like, from other people's perspective, we're having really good fringes.
I had all these expectations before. I was like, oh, I'll be fine. Like, as long as I have good audiences, as long as I'm enjoying the show. And then you come here, and after a week, you go insane.
Yeah, I had a really shitty one on Sunday where I really wanted to kill myself.
Last week?
No, this Sunday, the one that I saw you about.
That was Friday, Sunday today.
Who are
Friday,
we?
sorry.
This is what I mean. We've lost our minds.
Here we go. Friday.
The festival is designed for us to lose our minds.
Friday I wanted to kill myself. Did not last for 45 minutes.
I had that on Saturday and I did only 45 minutes.
And I had another comic come and watch it, along with like a TV producer. And I was like, I really wanted to like do well in front of my comic friend.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah,
well, it's just pressure, isn't it?
I'm also comparing myself to everyone else.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
It's really hard not to, though. It's so hard, though, because you can go off social media, which I'm absolutely not doing. I'm obsessed with it.
I have been on Instagram more than I've ever been on it.
I'm pretty full every night, but I think people are being really last minute with buying my tickets because they're not getting me on that fucking sold out board.
And that's crucial.
And that's crucial to, get the buzz going, whatever the fucking buzz
Do you feel like you've got buzz?
No.
Really? Are you paying attention to any industry stuff?
I'm trying not to.
But you are?
But I am.
Are you reading other people's reviews?
I've run out, let's put it this way, I've run out of data twice on my phone since we've been here.
Have you
and I know
had
it's
the
wrong.
review?
Yeah.
Have you? It's good?
No, I haven't read the review. Basically they came on my first day one of my previews, and I didn't realise because I told them no one was allowed to come in for the first 2 previews. So a guy was writing, but I just assumed he had some like weird blog. But it was a guy from The Scotsman, apparently. So he gave me 3 stars.
That's good.
Oh yeah, in danger of giving Smut a good name.
That's nice.
I don't know, it's not like, she was the funniest person I've ever seen.
It's good. It's definitely getting tighter. Like I'm noticing, like they're not so concerned about like little jokes within the show. They're more concerned about just moving the story along and then like the big pop at the end, which is kind of like not what I do. So that's been like sort of interesting to like. There's certain jokes where I'm like, all right, this is a good joke, but it's not good enough to stay for the sake of like what it's getting. And then there's certain jokes where I'm like, man, I still don't care. I love that joke too much. Like, I'm gonna keep it in, kind of thing. It's been great in the sense of like just the show improving, and in probably ways that I was like maybe like a little stubborn to improve it. But like, you know, that's what bombing does. It physically hurts so badly that you're like, you'll make me change. You know? Yeah. What up, man?
How's it going?
Good, man. Thanks for coming.
You guys have an incredible welcome, my good friends, my roommate here, my dad, Anthony DeVito.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Was that good?
It was good, but it was really warm.
Josh was a little more reticent to be filmed early on, wanting to keep the focus on improving the show, fair enough. He was selling out regularly and his agents were getting a steady stream of industry contacts to see the show. Anthony had an early flurry of good reviews and full rooms and was working hard on improving the show. In the US, there isn't an equivalent style festival. Amy was filling her room every day by now, and her PR and reputation had led to a bunch of reviewers coming to her show early. It's fascinating how large a role different factors can play. Being good at comedy is important, there's no doubt, but that can be supplemented by luck, timing, and good PR and connections.
Have you had a review in?
I've had a review in today, and it's 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 per joke. And it's really nice. The reviewer says that she has a lot in common with me, which is, and she lists all the things that I've done that I'm quite embarrassed about. She's like, I do that as well, and that feels really good because I don't feel as anyone mental.
While I was filming this documentary, there were loads of other brilliant shows getting single-figure audience members. No reviews, no word of mouth, because they'd already paid £1,200 for accommodation, £400 for travel, and £500 for flyers. So they're already in so much debt that they couldn't afford another £2,000 on producers, £2,000 on PR, £1,000 on a director, £1,000 on posters, on a flyering team, another £2,500 on a venue that wasn't a basement in Leith. The costs rack up, and you can imagine what that does to an industry already dominated by familial wealth and connections. And this isn't me throwing shade at anyone, one specific person, but drawing you, the audience's attention to the thousands of other storylines happening in this industry that an hour-long documentary simply couldn't focus on.
I was having a breakdown because I'd only had 3-star reviews and 3.5, which we've all forgotten about. And I haven't been reading them, but I've been getting my boyfriend to read them and give me the quotes, which was actually a terrible idea, because in the middle of the night on Friday, he was like, oh, they said they don't like this joke of yours in one of the reviews, and then I didn't sleep the whole night. I was like, just give me the good stuff. He's like, they hate this bit about you. So, fuck off. Anyway, then I got a 4-star, so I was really happy. But it's quite an interesting review, and I actually think some of my 3 stars read much better than my 4-star. But because we're all such narcissists, this is what's going to be plastered all about town.
So my boyfriend's coming today for the first time. He's never seen it. A lot of it's about him, and even more of it is about other men I've done sex with.
But it makes him sound even better though.
Yeah, I think he's going to hate the first 40 minutes, but the last 15, it's going to be fine.
She is endearing and offers up quality jokes without resorting to rants and a torrent of bad language. And I think I swear quite a lot, And one of my punchlines is the word cunt, and it is about a 4-year-old girl, which I think is quite bad language as they go. But we're just having a conversation about classism, because I think maybe it's okay for me to say cunt because I say it with a posh accent.
Yes.
If a reviewer hates it, that's fine, they can go and write something horrible. But if your partner hates it, they're going to think about that.
Yeah. What's inside?
What's inside?
I'm going to start my room. I'm going to have wine tonight.
Oh no. Yeah.
Love you, Santa.
Love you all.
Bye-bye. I'm going to go to
I hope I see you both later.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you every day now. Yeah.
So you've had an extra show added.
I've added an extra show tomorrow.
No, but what's that?
This is a little dog time. What goes in?
Do you think doing your double act is helping to distract you from the stresses of doing a new show, or do you not give a shit?
I think it's the other way around.
Really?
This is such a joy to do because I'm just having the best time with this. And sausage is a joy to do as well, but it's like we have to sort of script that and know exactly what we're going to do every single day. I stayed in last night and I stayed on the sofa, wrapped myself in a blanket. I recorded it in case you needed it.
That would be great.
It's really mad because I had no one to talk to, so you've just got me thinking what to watch on Netflix.
How are the reviews? Are you reading them?
Yeah, I read all of them.
Any lines stuck in your craw?
Something like easy laughs. They're never no laughs are easy laughs. I don't think. How would you get an easy laugh?
I'd say it would be like falling over and farting at the same time.
That's absolutely great.
Now we're driving up the coast and we're sitting on the foot of my car. Oh, we're walking down the boardwalk, we're at the driving under the stars.
The Fringe reaches a halfway point, and the marathon nature of performing every day and the constant feeling of pressure of success or failure really starts to loom large by now. The adrenaline rush of performing your show with general fatigue exacerbated by late nights, alcohol and a heady blend of socialising and networking, often at the same time with the same people, can lead to comedians running on fumes knowing there's still a long way to go.
How are you? Good. I got a massage. I'm like, ooh. I'm pretty loose. Like, loose. Ben, what up, man?
How's the show going?
It's good, man. Definite ups and downs. Weekends have been like pretty reliable. I've been lucky enough to have pretty good sized crowds like every night. It's just they have a different. I don't know if it's just because it's a one-man show or like the Fringe treats comedy like a monologue performance, but like the engagement is different, you know. So like you'll look someone in the eye and you'll smile and you'll try to connect with them, and they will just kind of stare at you with their arms crossed because they see the whole thing as a removed piece of entertainment, not so much as like a kind of back and forth. So I've definitely made the mistake, and I think I made it when reviewers were here, of like trying to jog them out of like that like sort of position, and like so yeah, I caught some bad ones, but luckily the people that come out to the show seem to really dig it, and I've gotten used to like, hey man, that surly guy who's just looks like he's scowling at you all night is gonna be the guy who like afterwards is like, mate, I cried. You know?
Are you reading any reviews?
No, I mean, I've only asked my manager to send me the good ones. And yeah, man, I've gotten a shitload of press. It's been cool. But you know who reads the newspaper? 75-year-olds. So it's mainly very old men scowling at me. The goal of this whole thing is to just get it into a shape where I could shoot it back home.
Now we're driving up the coast and we're sitting on the foot of my car. Oh, we're walking down the boardwalk, we're at the driving under the stars.
Me! I want people to have a good time. You know what I mean? And also I want them to be like, hey, this is heavy, but you can laugh at something heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom thinks it's funny, so if she thinks it's funny, you should think it's funny.
Yeah.
You know? Give me 1 second.
difficult to explain how intense the Fringe experience can be for many people, in the same way that people who go on gap years tell you about how they found themselves. Friendships are forged, relationships fall apart, comedians get to feel like celebrities or complete shams for a month, and a latent dependency on substances can really take hold. And also the refuse collectors were striking and the city really smelled.
We'd flown over the Atlantic Sea just to be in the same damn reality that you and I weren't meant to be.
You are smashing, absolutely smashing it, baby. You got this.
I've had a mixture of some of the best shows of my life, and then some days being like, how is it possible to get this mentally low this quickly?
What, you? Strong, independent black woman.
That's me. That's me.
I'm just having a really good time. Every Edinburgh I've ever done, I've always just thought, like, get people in, try and make them laugh. Try not to make it more complicated than that. And it's been like that so far, which has been so great. And no matter who you spend time with, never forget that it is not like that for so many people.
Up, down, spin around every day. It's been huge. I've learnt a lot, some good, some bad. I've had some great shows. I've had some people who are probably wishing bad things upon me.
That's quite an intense montage, isn't it? Very serious music. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is that we're about halfway through the Fringe and people are really finding it tough. And there's something called a rat surge happening. A rat surge. Rat surge. Rat surge. Rat surge.
I've only had one breakdown this week, and that's because I saw some reviews. Quite disappointed in the reviews. I'm feeling like I've let a lot of people down. I'm feeling a bit sad about that. And feeling a bit embarrassed.
Yeah. Lovely fresh lid.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got another 3-star review today.
Oh no.
From the show last night that I loved, and I was like coming off going, that was the best show I think I've done. And this woman was like, no, you're a piece of shit. And now I don't know what to believe.
I'm here.
So nice.
What about the bit in it where it said that you wore a skin-tight jumpsuit?
Oh, you're reading my reviews, are you?
I read that one.
Oh, great. Can't you read some of the nice ones, please?
I'll read the nice ones as well. It popped up on Twitter.
It popped up on Twitter.
Yeah, but no one clicks on those.
Why do they post them? It's up to me whether I post them or not. Little cunts. Did she talk about me wearing a jumpsuit?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah, that's what I thought was like a weird...
And I've had my hair mentioned before in reviews. That's not relevant.
No.
I've had someone say that I do a joke about having a coil. Don't have a coil. Never had a coil.
You just invented it?
They just invented it.
Yeah, you got like a bunch of 4s all in one day, right?
Yeah, I'd had 2 and then I got 3 in one day. And it was a great day.
I had, they're fucking gorgeous. I had like 20 industry people in, which takes up like half the room because it's only 40 odd seats. And then my brother and 8 of his colleagues, and then a one night stand from 7 years ago came in with some guy. And I was like, well, this is fucking great. And that was my audience. And I had to stand on there for an hour with a stranger whose dick I've had in my mouth but can't remember his first name, my brother, who were 2 different people, and a TV producer, quite a few of them. So it's a weird place, isn't it, really?
I could be your number one. I could be your Anthony Bennett. I'll be your Anthony Bennett. I ain't no one and done. I could be your Anthony Bennett. I'll be your Anthony Bennett.
Now the 4th week is where awards talk really intensifies. To be nominated for Best Newcomer feels like a huge indication of success and the aspiration for the majority of comedians bringing their first show to the Fringe.
Yeah, and I know there's Rudy Gobez who be wanting to know ya. You could pick holiday and be fine, girl. You be fine, girl. Yeah, I ain't perfect, but I'm with it and I'm with it.
In Edinburgh, 4 stars.
sold out room, GSD. How's it going?
This is yours, by the way. That glass is yours. I had a feeling that how they had let people know who was going to be nominated, and that nomination is going to come out tomorrow. So the next couple of days, I'm going to feel a bit sad, because even though I didn't want to get nominated, it would have been nice to be nominated. So I think I'm going to feel a bit sad.
Do you feel that you're going to be sad because people have talked you up for so long?
Yes.
That it's sort of wormed its way into your brain?
Yes.
And are you feeling more emotionally stable now?
Yeah, it's nice to see friends, because they come up and they give you like energy.
That ain't no one and done. You could be your Anthony Bennett, I'll be your Anthony Bennett. And if you call my number, I come running like the mirrors up in you in LV. I know my roof is higher than an old cathedral spire. I see cutting through the trees.
What do you want from me, Stuart? Yeah. He's going to be famous, and in this moment, we're going to be like, we knew when Josh Jones debuted his show.
Hello. How are you?
How are you? How was the show?
Yeah, it was quiet because it's Monday,
Yeah.
but it was fine.
Yeah, mine was quiet.
Yeah, it was fine.
TV producer sat in the fucking front row.
Who?
Don't know.
I had it yesterday. Yeah. Oh no, let me go for a wee before you put a mic on me, really. Monday it was quieter.
Yeah.
And no one sat at the front. And I think earlier in the Fringe, because it was like, oh my God, it's the Fringe, I was quite nervous. Whereas now I'm like, oh fuck this, just treat it like any other gig.
Yeah.
So I made them come, I just did loads of crowd work at the beginning, and then like made them trust me and got them to the front, basically. And then the show was so much better. But I feel like it's better now because
You've perfected it, you've done it every
yeah,
day.
and like I'm less nervous because I don't give as much of a fuck.
Yeah.
So it's just like
Cross.
oh,
No, red light.
it's more like it's just like another
It's another gig.
gig now. So I'm like, oh, this is.
Mr. Samuel
Hello. You okay?
Was that a camera?
Yeah. Comedians don't wash their hands when they pee. Loads of them don't. I've seen it. I have a mental list of comics who I know definitely don't wash their hands when they pee. Feeling pretty good. There's a bike there, Stu.
Over the years, I've had lots of friends get nominated and lots of friends get close to getting nominated. And I've had years where I've had judges come to my show multiple times and I thought, oh, maybe I'd be in the running for a nomination. And I guess we're now at a situation where the focus of this documentary seems to be almost entirely on the awards, and that sort of does replicate what happens at the Fringe.
I'm watching you walking away, and I'm frozen here in Waverley.
Doing stand-up for the love of it for the audiences, to get better at it, seems to become footnotes as talk of judges and long lists and predictions start to dominate.
Some kids here buying a bagel, I don't care, I'm frozen here in Waverley. As I watch you walk away from me, yeah, watch you walk away from me.
It was time for another classic drink in a bar and chat about how things are going. Anthony joined Sikisa and Josh, and their collective frustrations were starting to show.
It's so funny to like stare at a castle and be depressed. Do you know what I mean?
And we came in here with quite a bit of hype around us.
Right.
With a few tally credits and stuff.
Right.
Because normally Edinburgh would be the place where you would establish yourself as a newcomer,
Right.
and then you get TV work.
Right,
But we've
right,
already
right,
had
right.
TV work.
Right.
What did you come over for? What did you want out of it?
I honestly just wanted to make my show better.
Yeah.
So I feel like some nights that's been accomplished.
Yeah.
I get a little frustrated. It's a little bratty, I'll be honest, on my part, that I can't do that every night because the crowds aren't so reliable to do that. But like the month is too long of a time to like fight every night.
Did you have a producer and like?
Yeah, they've done wonders. Like I've been very lucky. Like to be honest with you,
PR as well?
I have PR. I had a promoter. The subject matter of my show is like enticing for people.
Yeah.
So without really knowing anything about me, the room has been like half full to full, like almost every night. So super lucky. Like a lot of people are in worse positions than me. The worst part of my day is the hour that I'm on stage. That should be my favorite part. It's crazy. But I do feel that I don't know it. You know, obviously I'm from the States, so like you guys are here and you're dealing with it on a daily basis. I don't know it, but you can sense it in the air because you're fighting every night. And eventually you're just like, man, I'm tired of throwing punches, you know? That's really it. Yeah, I don't want to look at a microphone. I just want to...
Don't ask me to tell you a joke. I don't want to hear about no comedian's name. I don't even want... Fuck everyone else.
And it's crazy.
But it will be nice then, going home, going back to you're going to feel amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What day is it?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, it's like, I'm ready to go home, but also I sort of don't want it to end, in a way.
Move bed. See you all in 7 hours. What's the time? Oh my god.
How do you feel about the shortlist for the nominations?
I didn't know that people have been coming into me and told me this morning. I'm not that bothered. But if we get it, that'll be nice. But I've got other stuff going on. So, I'm cool. We've just been for a massage. I actually did enjoy it now. How did you feel about being in a couples massage with me?
I loved it. The shows that are nominated for Best Newcomer and Best Show are informed on the morning of the 24th of August. Amy Gledhill has been nominated for Best Newcomer and also Best Show for her double act, The Delightful Sausage.
What a day! I'm just being very cool about everything. My mum and dad are on a coach holiday. I managed to message them while they're in Pisa. And my mum was like, I'm crying! What is it again? And it's like, yeah. No, so it is a big deal. I'm crying, but I don't know why.
On the newcomer list, there are 6 other shows nominated alongside Amy, including Josh Jones. It was shows as normal for everyone else.
Congrats, Josh. Thank you so much.
We're all very proud of you. Everyone's saying that they're really happy that you and Amy are on it.
Yeah. Dead hungover, so I cried on the phone. I was like, I'm not even bothered, don't give a fuck. And I didn't think I did, and now I've cried. So I feel like it's fine. But I am buzzing, so I don't want to sound ungrateful. You know, what a day. How was the show? How was your set?
Dude! What up, man?
How was last night?
What was that? Oh, the party? Yeah. Yeah, I got fucked up, man. I might have browned out, to be honest with you. I haven't done that in a while.
Congratulations to you. Wait. Oh my god, you fucking legend.
Thank you so
Do you feel validated? Do I have to film this?
He's doing a documentary.
Oh, is it a documentary about the day that you get nominated?
No, he's doing a documentary about newcomers. He's been doing it all month.
Have you?
The show was quiet. Yeah, they were quiet. They were unfortunately, I feel like I've figured out a little how to disarm them. It's just taken me 25 days.
But I'm finally leaving. I'm walking backwards as I made it down Cleveland, 'cause I don't wanna go their way.
That's that from them.
From the nomination, oh my god, forget everything else. This is all that matters.
I've seen it overwhelming. So I just assume I'm a bit scared because I feel like everyone's gonna today, loads of people will be talking about you and it's not all gonna be.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You could tell I'm pretty tired, I'm yawning, but I don't wanna go that way. Oh, yeah.
Amy and Josh were required to attend a photo shoot for all the newcomers early the next day after a late night celebrating. There are 2 more full days until the winners are announced and 5 till the end of the Fringe. For the majority performers, it is just another day.
Dun, 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 dun. The day after, you have to do a gig at 11 a.m. for a Radio 4 audience. Is that a reward or a punishment? We don't know. It wasn't a great gig. But I didn't die, but it wasn't fun. So it's gravy. I had to do a full photo shoot with it. I'm not lying. I want it because I know it's a £5,000 cash prize. That's why I want it. Not the accolade. I think getting nominated means just as much.
Yeah.
But I want the cash prize.
do you put on the light because I was too black? Obviously, nominations came out yesterday, and the people that were nominated, I'm very happy for, and they're all great and amazing, especially Josh Jones. Very happy for Josh Jones. Oh, look, it's a baby. Hi, baby.
I was saying to you before, I'm just really happy that it's happened because I didn't expect it, because I was doing like a club hour, and it's not what I thought does well in Edinburgh. So I'm just quite happy that I've done what I wanted to do.
Haven't put my makeup on yet.
I hate Edinburgh. No, I love Edinburgh. I hate Edinburgh Fringe. No, I don't. But I am planning my next show.
I've done a post on Instagram, but I also feel like I've got loads of friends who should have got nominated as well and didn't. So I don't want to like peacock it about too much.
Do you think you're a better comic now?
No. I'm a more bitter one. Is that good?
Do you want to be a more bitter comic?
No, I think I used to be quite stable, and then I did the Fringe.
I think this has been a great learning curve and a great chance for me to like think about me as a comic, me as a performer.
I'm grateful that I got nominated, but it's just these people's opinions. And they wouldn't have even gone and watched every newcomers show. Like, they would have been newcomers. Like, I'm in a really privileged position where my agents have put the money forward. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't afford PR or anything if I did it on my own.
Yeah, I wanted to have a breakdown. That was my main. That was the goal.
When did you have a breakdown?
You can't use any of this.
I mean, it's just a long month, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a big old long month. 4 more shows to go. I don't even want to do the show.
I don't know who was nominated 3 years ago. I don't know who was nominated. Like, it kind of, like, it's not as big, it's not like a massive deal.
Yeah, because I said to Esther before, she said, are you worried about the awards? And I said, oh, no, but it might be a bit orcs if Josh gets it and I don't, just because we live together and we're good mates. And it was like in the moment, I know it's for him as well, because he was like, oh, I didn't know whether I should tell you or not. But then quite quickly, I was happy for him. But it's just because we sort of like, because we did the reserve together, we did our debuts at the same time, you feel like you're more in competition than normal. But the rest of the year, it doesn't matter because we're just both doing our own things.
Because I came in here feeling quite pressured and hyped and feeling like I had a point to prove, even though I knew I wasn't going to get nominated, I think it kind of was a bit embarrassing for me to not be nominated.
My PR woman sat me down the day before them and was like, you've been longlisted. And then suddenly you start to think that you might get nominated when you hadn't really thought that before. And then you don't. You're like, fuck, I've just been on this roller coaster that didn't even need to happen.
I'm always realistic with things, and this year was it was 3 years of people debuting in one Edinburgh, and everyone's amazing and have great shows and been working really hard. So why would I be shortlisted in that category when there's a tough competition? And my show's not as great as other people's.
It's hard to get your perspective back because you're also here and you're also in this bubble that means you're being a bit weird anyway and insecure and you don't have your coping strategies around you. So it's all this stuff when you're at your weakest at handling things. Yeah, and there's just always a new thing to make you feel like maybe you haven't done that well. But then, like, I have had a good Fringe and I'm really happy with my show.
And then Amy like booted the door open and was like, we've been nominated. And I was like, amazing, congratulations, this is so good. And she went, no, we've been nominated. And then we just cried in the street. Get the bins in, make sure that's...
Feels pretty good. There's a real buzz, a real strong smell. I think it's a rubbish.
I mean, there's a rat at your feet.
No, is there really? He's called Stuart, he's doing his best. That's what you get double nominated for. Go for it, go for it.
Please don't put any of that in the...
I haven't processed anything yet, I don't think. It's a lot, isn't it? It's a real lot, actually.
Oh yeah. When I'm finally leaving, I'm walking backwards as I made it down Cleveland, 'cause I don't wanna go that way to bed.
As the Fringe lurches towards an ending, it leaves scores of storylines unresolved and comedians uncertain if they've started a career or stalled their lives. One storyline to be resolved is that of who the awards will deem as the best of all of those who made the choice to take an hour of stand-up comedy to a Scottish city for a month.
Oh, you're fucking relentless, aren't you? It literally never stops. Right, we'll do some nude scenes, no one's in.
How was the show last night after the noms?
And I think on Saturday night, we'll have a bit of a piss up Saturday night.
Nice.
Let's do this. We're going to the awards, Stuart.
Oh, okay.
Are you coming? Yeah, come along. First week, no cries. Second week, couple of cries. Right now, I'm crying more than I'm not crying. Sort of like happy, sad, just tired. I cried yesterday because I was too hungry, like a toddler. I don't think that's happened to me in like 20, 30 years. I really, really wanted some food. And there was a queue and I just burst into tears. How did he get there? Right.
You know what I mean? I'm happy.
Yes. You're going to die, Stuart.
Great. Finishes in memory of Stuart Lord. That'd be the perfect end.
Hello. Hi. Hello. I know it's like a celebration, and it's not even the losing that would be. It's just this. I find it all a bit much. Is that all right to say?
Yeah, it's all right.
No pictures. No. This is come. Victoria, you know Victoria. So he's a fellow nominee, rival.
The Comedy Awards take place on the morning of the 27th of August in a glitzy event attended by comedians and their friends, families and enemies, as well as producers, agents, PRs, journalists and associated industry. There's free food, free drink and a sweaty gathering of people who all have secret hopes on who they want to win.
It's newcomer! The nominees are Amy Gledhill, Josh Jones, Waves Edinburgh Comedy Awards Best Newcomer 2022 is... It's Laura Ricote!
Newcomers at the Flares and at the festival are so special that we have those little rooms that they can try stuff out in, and it gives them a chance to be at the festival alongside people who've been here for many, many years.
I liked the free drinks, but I didn't like that we weren't allowed to sit down. That's my review.
So I've been following Sikisa, Lily and Josh at Gledhill this year. They have good runs.
I think all three of them have had excellent runs at the festival this year. Josh obviously was the nominee, Sikisa's had a fantastic run, and Lily's show everyone was talking about, and so it's kind of, I think I I mean, I hope they've had a good time.
I had some nice conversations that made me feel nice.
That's good. I spoke to someone who was on the panel who said that they loved your show so much and pushed extremely hard for your show.
I had two people come up to me. It was really sweet. And they were like, just nice, isn't it? Because you don't know who they are, so they don't have to come up to you.
You won't win. I'm not accepting that you don't swim. Take off your cool girl, dive on it.
Yeah, feeling really good. How are you? You okay? You feeling good? Can you pick that up? Yeah, you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm feeling really good. Thanks. I'm gonna burn the place to the ground. No, I'm fine.
Basically great. There was free pastries. Everyone was really, really nice, and I really liked the winners. So I think good all round.
Great. Have a good show.
Thank you so much.
Your imperfections are perfect, so don't ever change. If we all have no flaws, then we'd all look the same. If embraces.
So there we go, awards done, a deflated balloon for the majority of people, and it's on to the final few shows and a chaotic atmosphere of celebrating because the finish line is now in sight.
What to do? And I know you got 22 years of experience at being you.
How do you feel about the Fringe? Funny.
But when time arrives, girl, your beauty still shines in the dark by itself. So you'll always be pretty as long as there's love in your heart and some crooked ass teeth in your mouth. If them braces, you don't need it, girl. She's not wearing makeup, but you don't need it, girl.
Yeah, it was fun, man. A lot of dancing, a lot of scotch, and then just me talking to a friend of mine about the Patrick Beverly Russell Westbrook trade.
Lighting. You joined in on this. I've been holding the slack for the whole month. I'm not going to miss this piece of shit pickup. She's hated it. She's a piece of shit. You've had a good one. Sold out loads of times. Yeah. Whatever. I've not been in the fridge since that day one. No, I ate that one. I bought a new one. Went to bed at what, like 6, woke up at 1. And then I was like, how did I get to bed? And it was covered in chocolate.
You're claiming it's chocolate.
I know.
but
No, it
it
is.
is
There's
shit.
proof. There's proof. No, because why would the shit be near the pillow? When like people have come up who are not in comedy, like this is fucking intense. Because like, oh, you're just doing a show an hour a day, and it's like, yeah, but it's all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all the like competitiveness.
Yeah.
It's like we've been friends for ages, and we shouldn't feel like we have to compete against each other. It's disgusting. And then the reviews, and then just all the fucking pressure. Like yesterday, someone was like, "Oh, have you got that TV show?"
Congratulations.
Why is there a camera in my face?
Because I've just heard the good news
What good news?
about a certain show.
Why? I'm not meant to be telling people.
That's huge though, isn't it?
I'm gonna kill them.
What a fucking success.
Who did you hear it from? Which one?
I've seen my Dave nominee award, but do you want to shut up your ass?
Anthony, Lily, Josh, Amy and Sikisa all finished their Fringe runs on the last Sunday, ready to then head home, each having a new relationship with comedy, their careers and with themselves.
Start to do the last show. Everyone, it's the last show. This is my wonderful tech, Joseph.
Hello.
Last show.
Hello.
Yeah?
You know it's the end, so you're like, there's like a relief as you're performing,
Well done.
Thank you for everything. So brilliant. Oh,
Last show done?
yeah. Yeah, I did it.
That was like one of my favorites, I think, of like the whole run. They were small, cool, they were nimble. I was not going at them, which was good. Which is good.
Congratulations, how was it?
A bit quiet.
Yeah.
A quiet one. But they were lovely. Just took a bit of time.
You're done, Josh. Congratulations.
Go back to New York. Eventually shoot it as a special, but like what happens from now till then is a complete mystery to me.
Someone give her a hug.
Now we're driving up the coast and we're sitting on the hood of my car. Oh, we're walking down the boardwalk, we're at the driving under the stars. When I hear that stuff music, I hear that sound. It's telling me don't let you.
So that's it. Both the voiceover and the documentary. Thank you.
Now we're driving up the coast and we're sitting on the hood of my car. Oh, we're walking down the boardwalk, we're at the driving under the stars.
Rat Surge.
When